What are we making tonight? Tonight we're making. Joe's just jumped ahead to the garlic.
No.
We're making sweet and spicy pork chops with roasted carrots and ginger rice. So, preheat to 420, wash and dry all produce, peel and finely chop ginger until you have 1 tablespoon. So that would be what I need, and then I'm gonna start getting the rice ready. Place rice in a fine mesh sieve and rinse until water runs clear. Heat a drizzle of oil in a small pot over medium heat. Okay, so you're going to cook my ginger up first, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna cook the ginger up for me to put the rice. So we're doing that thing.
I will stop doing what I'm doing with these carrots. Or should I put those just on
Are
a...
they all?
Yeah, they're all kind of perfect.
Perfect.
All right. Oh, we got a little pot? Little pan? Little pan? Little... I'd say it's the same pan.
Yeah, that's what you usually do, and you're gonna
Yeah.
dump it into here, so.
Gotcha.
Hi. It's been a few, hasn't it? We've been busy.
It's 140 in the shade today in Florida.
Yeah. Or hot as balls, however you want to refer to it. Alright. So I'm going to start washing some rice. And Joe's going to toast up some ginger because we're having ginger rice. So he'll be using a drizzle of oil, half of the chopped ginger.
Half.
30 seconds, and then we're going to stir the rice in. And then you're going to dump it all in there. So let's go ahead and coat the rice in there this time.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Sounds
go ahead and
good.
get it rinsed up, and then we'll go into there and I'll add my water.
That sounds good.
Okay, so I'm going to get my rice. Here you go.
Chopping the garlic too, I presume.
Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm working on the rice. Now we always add some extra rice because rice is cheap. Rice is inexpensive and it tastes good and it's filling, and especially when you add ginger and good stuff to it like that.
There's a couple. You'll see us add some rice or vegetables, carrots,
So
zucchini.
make
if
it a
we have.
heartier meal,
Mhm.
basically. They are offering the discounts again, though.
Yes.
If you guys want to try every plate box,
You want to try it cheap?
you get a $20 discount.
I'm just going to mince this here. Easiest way to peel ginger is with a spoon grating it.
Hmm?
Spoon grating it. Take the skin off. I think I've read that before.
I had it.
We get these little tiny bits of ginger that are pretty easy for me to just use the knife here, but I am going to try that. Heat up a little bit more.
Now, what was it again?
Huh?
What was that? What was the little tip?
Oh, the easiest way to grate is to use a spoon, grating it. Takes the skin off.
Hmm.
Yeah, with a big ginger root, I can see that, for sure.
Okay, so you're getting your stuff ready here. I'm gonna let this rice sit over here.
Okay. All right, ginger is sizzling, so I'm going to put the rest of it in.
So you're only using half the ginger, right?
Yeah, just half the ginger. There we go. Little screech there, sorry. Let it sizzle for a bit.
About 30 seconds you got there.
Okay.
And then you're going to stir the rice in. And then you'll
Then everything goes in
dump it
there?
into there.
Gotcha.
And once the rice is coated, you'll put it in there. Careful of the that'll fall in there. So
Okay. All right.
get my water full of rice. So then I'll take it all in there once you're done.
Okay, thanks. I love ginger.
I love rice.
Just as soon as it starts turning a little brown, then I'm going to dump the rice in there.
Okay.
And actually, I think it's already turning right there. Kill the heat. Get the ginger nice and mixed up in there, and the oil, that kind of a ginger oil now, right?
Yeah. You smell that?
Yeah, it smells great. Oops. Just before I make more of a mess, let's go ahead and get this in here. Some of the
Yeah.
rice is popping off of
I
it.
figured that's how that ended up out.
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
Pop rice.
Pop rice.
Alright, you can probably do the rest
Only
of
a
the sink.
small rack.
Yeah, dump the rest of the sink.
Okay.
That's when we get started.
Yeah,
Thank you.
baby. Now, this pan's already kind of ginger flavored, so we're going to keep that ready. We're not going to wash that out. Okay. So that's that. While rice cooks, peel and finish the garlic, okay? I've been told
Alrighty,
to
so-
do the garlic in order from now on.
The rice is going to go into the rice cooker.
Rice cooker.
Rice cooker. And we'll get that out in a bit.
So what are you guys having for dinner tonight?
What's for dinner at your house? Okay. I'm gonna start on carrots.
Okay.
Trim, peel, and cut. The diagonal happen. Okay, you've already cut them, so I'm gonna start when you've already peeled them.
Mm-hmm. Do you want extra carrots? I actually have a whole bunch cleaned and cut.
It's up to you. diagonal discs.
Okay, here. Add a couple more. There we go. Yeah. I hear munching.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But you'll want to toss them in oil, right?
Yeah.
So I think this will be a good bowl to use for that.
Okay. I'm gonna put that like this.
Man, the mangoes really stained that up, didn't they?
Yeah, a little bit. I cleaned it up. Well, I did some carroting on there too, and there's a little bit of that. A little bit of noise. We're gonna finally chop the garlic. Looks good. Okay. Okay. Oh, we can use that. Sure. All right, and we start preparing the pork. Sorry. We have 2 boneless pork chops. They're about 5 ounces each.
Now guys, normal serving size for meat portions for protein really is 100 grams twice a day for the most part. If you ever read it, if you ever look at the serving size on stuff, it really is like 3.5 ounces. So these are actually decent serving sizes.
Yeah.
Like when you're eating healthy, it's all fresh. That's why we add extra veggies and rice, and our protein is the perfect pre-measured amount. It really, now neither of us really eat a lot during the day, so we add a little bit more protein throughout the day or at night. Cheese.
Nuts. Cheese and nuts.
Cheese and nuts. So we add a little more protein that way. But yeah, a 5 ounce pork chop is plenty. That is a full serving, and 1.5, not 1.5, but like 1 1/4.
I don't think I'm gonna butterfly those. I think those are good.
Okay.
Yeah, salt and pepper in it?
Not yet. I'm gonna salt and pepper it on the tray because I don't like that much salt coated over the top. So I'm gonna do oil like that.
I'll take that. Heat this again, medium high.
So I'm gonna get the carrots spread out and get them salt and peppered and get them in the oven. But we found that they come off the pan better if we go ahead and just coat them in oil, and they're sweeter. Everything's better. They're crisper, they're sweeter, they're more tender, they're juicier. You know, everything that you want your baked carrot to be.
They don't talk bad.
It is. Well,
They listen to you.
but they're a ginger-ish. That is an ugly looking carrot butt right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw it out.
It's here. So we're just gonna straight cook these pork chops until they're done, about 5-6 minutes on each side. Just waiting for them.
25. Top rack?
I don't think so. That didn't call for top rack. So. You seem dismayed. You want to put a top rack and
Yeah.
shorten it? Okay.
Yeah. And the top rack 15 and then the bottom rack.
Kind of a half broil, right?
Alrighty, so I'm gonna start on quarter cup water, jam, soy sauce.
Hey, I think this is Seals and Crop.
Seals and cracks.
Yeah. The show we're developing, the craft store is called Seals and Crafts.
The glass store.
The glass. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go for it here. Yep. A little salt and pepper on that side, and we're gonna put salt and pepper on this side now. Using the coarse grinder for the meat. There we go. Yes. Ooh, apricot. Apricot jam. Gonna be making them glazed. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Loving the ginger. Oh, I'm loving the ginger. Yeah. Oh. Did you read Jess's comment?
No.
Loves your videos. Is a patient and home grower from Oklahoma.
Wonderful.
Looking to relocate to Cape Coral, and then the comment kind of cuts off for us. So we'll check that out later.
Hello.
Robin's having the second plate from yesterday. Pork chop, rice, and zucchini. Yum.
Wonderful.
Was it zucchini in the oven or was it zucchini in the pan? We discovered that we like the zucchini in the pan because it breaks down in the oven more. The zucchini kind of becomes a little bit mushier, but in the pan it's nice and crisp.
Wait, I didn't get the oven too.
Huh?
I love it in the oven.
I do too. It's just saying, when it came in the pan, we've done it twice in the pan so far, we really like the results. And Robin says they really are great and the meat is awesome. I'm pretty picky on my meat. Yep, we are too.
It's good quality. I mean, it's
And
not
it's
like
fresh. Because if there's something that don't smell right, out. I think the only ones that I've had any complaint on is some of the chopped steak ones, like for the taco type stuff. It seems to be a little like stew meat. But everything else is really good.
Sorry.
No problem. I'm gonna let it sit a little more like that.
Do you want to do a cut on it when you take it off?
Do what, baby?
Do you want to cut the pork chops so we can use the paste things or no? The big plates, like you want to cut them, like the sliced things or no?
Let's take a look. Yeah, we can give them more. If we had more glaze, maybe.
Well, we have soy sauce, we have butter.
We do have soy sauce, we do have butter.
We don't have apricot, we have peach.
Really? Thinking about toying around with the glaze, making a little bit more. I'm game if you are.
I clean up as we go so that there's not so much after we eat and we can just kind of chill.
Exactly.
Okay, you're going to need butter. You tell me if you want me to get out. No shot.
Yeah, let's make a little more glaze.
Okay,
Last time we did that, it worked out well.
2 tablespoons of butter.
Silly. I'll put that over here away from the rice here. Okay, let's take a look at this pork.
I was watching Mark Venus's cooking videos because now he's doing like the street food at home, that one that I like to watch. And I get my nails done. There's this street food guy, he does YouTube videos, his name's Mark Venus. And he's doing street food at home, and he's making it. And one thing I really like when he's getting his stuff ready to cook, when he's measuring out his ingredients, he's putting them all on one plate. You know, like that. And he's just dumping all of his spices together like that. It just looks pretty.
Cool.
So, you can throw your garlic on there, or your ginger, and
Yeah, this is ginger.
I'll take this out of the way. Now I got some.
Go right ahead.
Let me get my hands out of your way. Alright, so soy sauce is how much is in there?
I think it's about a teaspoon, isn't it? Not much. How much is in it? Well, we're about to find out. You want to empty it into a thing? Okay, a tablespoon.
That's it, like the just look over in there. And then just add more. Okay, yeah, a tablespoon. I was thinking it might be a tablespoon.
Okay. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, you got all that out of it.
No, that thing's tail heavy, so I need to
Yeah.
measuring cups too. Yeah, so I would say it's
Peach Melba or apple jelly? If you finish off
No.
the apple jelly.
We have a
Oh, I'll take that here. Peach
peach
preserve?
preserves back there, yeah. So I'll pull a little of that out and double that.
Nice.
And then we have plenty of soy.
And this is all the sriracha we need.
Right.
So as soon as the pork's done cooking, we're gonna just take that out, set it aside, and we're gonna start making the glaze. Like a little, yeah. That's, Robin said, like a little paint palette.
Yeah, it looked great the way he was doing it. It was beautiful. So
We'll get a bigger one of these. Did it have little like hole?
no, not at all.
insets?
Because it's all going in the same thing anyhow, right?
Uh-huh.
Something else's. But yeah, it looks great. Do they smell enough alike?
Works for me. It could be grape, it would work for me.
Alright.
Concord grapes, the truffle of America. It's making me hungry too, Candace. Hey, Angie.
Hello, Andy.
I don't call her out every time.
It's fine, just sit sure you can do that.
Let me see. Go to
Make sure.
a lot of pink coming up top there.
No worries. We got 10 minutes left on that.
Look at the glazed stuff waiting in the happen. Sriracha chili sauce, soy sauce, some water, some apricot and peach preserve with some chopped garlic, minced garlic. Chopped, we'll say chopped. Some minced ginger, some butter. Butter goes in last, of course. That's going to be our glaze. And I bet you a lot of that glaze is going to end up in the carrots that are in the oven right now. We put it top shelf so you can't see it. I'm actually going to flip these over. See a lot of here. Jamie likes them fairly well done, but we don't overcook them so they get rubbery. Shirley wants to know how your shopping trip went.
We do have half a brain.
You do?
It went well. It went well. Got a lot of dresses, like 3. And went to Grow Healthy and picked up some jelly bean flour and what other flour? I picked up another flour. What was the other one I got? Emerald City. That'll be nice. That's a nice indica, some Emerald City push.
Okay, I think this is about good.
That looks so yummy.
Okay, we're going to set this aside. I don't want to use that plate.
Here, let's do this. Oh, it is for me.
Huh?
No, for me.
Are we going to be cutting?
I thought.
No, we said no.
Okay, good enough.
Well, we have extra glaze, so if we can
You
cut
could
it.
still rest it on there if you want. Let it rest on that.
Okay, just cover it clean.
You're not going to use that for catchy sauce.
Okay. I'm sorry about the fierce argument you guys just witnessed.
Yeah,
It was a knockdown drag out.
I won.
She did. Usually does. Okay.
Did you see that? My heart rate? Oh my gosh, Joe. That argument? Wow.
All right, what are we doing here?
We're making sweet and spicy pork chops with roasted carrots and ginger rice. Okay, drizzle oil in the pan used for the pork over medium heat. Add garlic, remaining chopped ginger for 30 seconds. So, oil.
Push it down a little bit. Not gonna be too much oil, just enough.
Now there's going to be a big fight later.
What am I putting in? Ginger and garlic?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, does that smell good already?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we get the water in there, we're gonna start taking all that meat that's in the pan still, scraping it into the glaze. I actually don't think I've put enough oil in there.
You want another splash?
Yeah, quick. Just a quick splash. Thank you. you, dear.
You're welcome. So our rice has already hit the keep warm, and so we're just letting it sit for about 5 minutes or so, and then I'll fluff it up. We usually butter our rice. This one's not necessarily due for butter. You know what? The pork has to go back to the pan to coat it anyhow, so
Yeah.
we can cut it afterwards.
Okay.
You get the gravy water.
Yeah, let's put the water in first. There. I want to heat this up a bit before we put the other stuff.
Alright,
Now
go
what's-
open the oven and pull this out.
Okay.
I'm gonna move it to the bottom rack.
Oven's open.
I have a feeling I'm gonna move it to the bottom rack.
All right. So now that the water's kind of sizzling in here, I'm gonna. Oh, those look good.
So I'm gonna put it in the bottom rack and turn the oven off.
And I'm gonna scrape the bottom of the pan. Not really scrape. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a spatula, but I'm gonna rub all this good stuff, the fond from the pork, into the glaze.
Alright, ready for your jam and soy?
Yeah, I think so. It don't want to come out, does it? Oh man, does that look good? Thank you.
Soy.
Uh-huh. Mix that in a little bit and get it sizzling and start to reduce it. Once it gets nicely reduced, then we add the butter. We take it off the heat and we add the butter. Big chunks of peach in here.
Rains out there.
And let that start to sizzle. Oh, the sriracha probably goes in last, huh? I mean, before the butter, after, yeah.
I thought it was with it. Oh, right at. Turn off heat, stir in sriracha, and
Yeah, and the butter. Okay. Starting to sizzle up. No, we're not going to strain the glaze. It's not going to be totally, you know, clear and glaze-like, but we like that. We like the little bits of flavor and stuff.
Yeah, they always show it that way too. With the little bits on it. The tender bits.
The tender bit.
Okay, little bits. Do we want to butter our rice? We generally butter
Sure.
it.
Oh, did you tell Scotty wanted to know what we're cooking? Did you?
I don't know. After our big argument, I held it up for one person.
Sorry you guys had to see that. Nobody likes to see mom and dad fight, I know. Sweet and spicy pork chops with roasted carrots and ginger rice.
Butter ginger rice. Ah!
Went to middle school with a girl named Ginger Rice. So I guess we're expecting it.
Alright, so I'm going to set my butter right here because I'm going to use this in a second. Baby, you're no good. Whoa! Whoa!
Boy, does that smell good. Break up some of those bits of peach. Can you see it?
I'm gonna say it again.
I'll move it over just a little bit away from the logo.
Here, I'm gonna bring them in.
No, but then it's not frying. Yeah. Sorry,
I'll
guys.
bring them in.
Huh? What? What? Oh. Yes. Wait for it. Okay, there's me moving it like a fool. There's me setting it down, and there's you zooming in. Oh, look it. It's really good. And probably some of our favorite recipes that every plate has are the ones that involve glazes. They've also had, we've had good, like a Greek, anything that they do Greek is really yummy.
Yeah, they're Turkish spice.
Yeah, with Turkish
seasonings or
spice.
whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe we've had 3 meals where we were like, no, maybe 4, and it's been 4 months.
Baby, you're no good. And there's the rice fork.
Starting to thicken.
Alright, so I always like to stir. Most of the time it calls for a tablespoon of butter to go into the rice. This time it didn't, but we're gonna go ahead and put it in there anyhow.
Because butter.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Tell
Oh, sure.
Content.
Content, we are making sweet and spicy pork chops with roasted carrots and ginger rice. And we've got the meat is already prepared. The rice is pretty much ready. We're just kind of finishing the glaze. We've got the carrots finishing up in the oven. This is all going to come together in probably less than 5 minutes, I would say.
Would you
After that big fight?
yeah, I know. Would you coat it, put it back on the cutting board and
Sure.
slice it for the bowl?
Sure. In fact, this is about ready to go.
You get your butter?
Yeah. Butter and sriracha. So I'm going to turn down the heat. It's starting to get thick. We'll put the sriracha in first. And then we're going to put the butter in. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sriracha's about the top limit of Joe's.
Yep, that's the ceiling of my heat palette right there. I could probably eat more, but I would make sure that nobody in the room is happy.
You'd make sure?
Yeah. I'm evil like that.
Yay.
Okay, I've killed the heat now. It's still sizzling, residual heat, but yep, and the butter's gonna go in. Whoops, dripped a little bit, didn't I?
Have a double?
Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna put the pork in now.
Okay.
Barely big enough. Nice brown caramel color. So we'll get them nice and coated up, but then, I mean, there's not a drop of this glaze is going to go to waste. We're going to probably cut the pork up, let the glaze get in between the pieces there, and have plenty to.
But we can probably go ahead and plate it without you cutting. I just make
Okay.
a spot on each for that pork.
Oh, excellent.
And that cheese, that's me.
Which one's you?
This one's me.
Which would you like?
I don't care. That
I'll
one.
give you the skinny one.
Yeah, right there in this little bed. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. I declare there's a lot of glaze here.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rice too. You know, you probably drizzle across the rice too a little bit.
Okay. Oh yeah, I should get. Can you get a spoon? Okay. First. Like this.
Yeah, that's good over the rice. Yeah.
Did you drop an F-bomb in the middle of that?
No, I don't.
That's
I
good.
said
I don't.
I don't want.
Okay.
But I'll take another spoon on top of my pork.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. So.
That's what we have.
Sweet and sour pork chops. I'm sorry, sweet and spicy pork chops with roasted carrots and ginger rice. This is how they presented it. This is how we're presenting it with the extra glaze that we made. We doubled up on that glaze. All right. I don't know. Yeah, meat first.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby. Kind of want to put some rice on this meat.
With that ginger.
Yeah. All right. Down the hatch. Mm. The apricot and peach. Wow, that's delicious.
And ginger rice.
Yep, the sriracha really isn't kicking in. You can tell it's there, but it's not, you know, kind of overtaking it. You really should. I wouldn't call this a hot dish or a spicy dish.
It's all beautiful.
But that's
Just
just-
twice as much sauce though.
Yeah, we doubled up on everything but the sriracha, but this is delicious. Very sweet. Try the carrots. You try the carrots?
Yeah, I took a quick bite of it. That is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Carrots are always good.
All right. We invite you guys to try every plate box. We always put a link up in the description and you'll get $20 off your first box. $5 a meal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that.
Have a good night, guys.